Let's get to a movie that I actually watched a couple of days ago. Eric Holmes, Brendan Fraser. Is he an actor that you love? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Eric, yes, do you see The Whale? I forgot. Were you mixed on The Whale or you liked
No, I like the whale. I know that like some people didn't like, I guess that it was fat phobic or something like that, which that's fair critique. I think a lot of people had that, and so I definitely see that. But yeah, I liked him in the whale. I liked the movie The Whale. I didn't get that same uh it didn't
that
turn me
feel?
off the way it did other people, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fault them for it, and I think they're probably right.
I love The Whale as well, like Eric Holmes. I love that movie too. I love Brendan Fraser. I loved him in this movie called The Ugly American. I've seen him in the Mummy movies. Those need a rewatch. I enjoyed them as well.
Mommy,
I mean, he's one of, okay, so you're not a big fan of I think, who was the director?
but
Steven
also
Summers.
keep in mind, I'm the guy that liked Crash, the one that won Best Picture.
Right, okay,
Like
okay.
I watched that, I'm like, oh, this is a cool movie. Everyone's like, oh, so on the nose, it sucks. I'm like, dude, I like Don't Look Up and Anniversary and
It's
another
okay.
movie we'll probably be talking about
It's
next
okay if
week.
you like on the nose stuff. No, nothing wrong about that. But you like Brendan Fraser as an actor, if I'm not mistaken, right, Eric?
Yeah,
You appreciate him.
I think he's gotten better. Like, well, I mean, has he gotten better, or has he just finally gotten roles that he can
That's a
do
great
things in?
question. I think he's
Because
always been good,
no one's
but
watching George of the Jungle going,
right.
brilliant performance by Brendan Fraser as your Hay of the Jungle.
Right, but people are watching probably George of the Jungle not just because of George of the Jungle, but like you were saying, he's just a likable
Yeah.
actor. He's a likable actor. What was the one movie I haven't seen from Brendan Fraser is Gods and Monsters. Okay, with I think who was it? Was it John Hurt or Ian McKellen? One of those actors was in Gods and Monsters. That was a really revered film, and I think one of Brendan Fraser's most acclaimed roles. Now let's get to Rental Family. If
Oh,
you're yes,
was he? Oh, he was also in Killers of the Flower Moon. Forgot about that too.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I still haven't seen that movie. I feel so
you would
bad.
dig it. You
I
would
would
dig
dig
it.
it. Okay, so
Yeah.
Rental Family. It's set in modern day Tokyo. Brendan Fraser is Philip. Philip is a close to a has-been middle-aged actor. He's trying his best to make it in Japan. He's been in his share of Japanese commercials. That's how he makes his money. But lately, the offers have been drying up, and we follow him into the first moments we realize he's actually late to a job, and it's interesting. He's late to a funeral, and you're wondering what is this actor doing in a funeral? And then you certainly find out that within this funeral, he had to play a quote token white actor in this funeral, and where he would get paid. And he was late for the event, and the coordinator of the event tells him, "You're late. Try not to be late next time." And then he tells that coordinator, he says, "Hey, if you have any other jobs for me coming soon, please." Oh, actually, the coordinator tells him, the Brendan Fraser character, again, Brendan plays this character, guy named Philip. He tells Philip, "Here's my card. If you are interested in more jobs, call me or find me." And lo and behold, Philip needs a job. And he realizes that this coordinator has two other people working in his office. And what they do is they're a rental service. They do not rent cars. They do not rent, well, actually, they rent not vehicles or inanimate objects. They rent people. These are employees who rent themselves out for some hours to play a certain role, whether it's to comfort a family or over a funeral, like I mentioned, or to actually hang out with someone for the day. There are people in this rental agency who will do that job. Philip initially balks at the opportunity, but then he realizes, well, he needs the money, number one. And number two, it might be a very interesting way for him to start using his acting chops again. So that is Rental Family. And what happens it's a two-pronged story because Philip has is hired for two different cases. The first case, these are the two main cases. The first case is he he portrays a journalist who's interviewing a very revered Japanese actor, and he's an elderly man, possibly on his last legs, and he has to go and pretend to be a journalist to interview this Japanese actor. That's one of his missions. His second case is he has to pretend to be the father of this girl who has not seen her father her entire life. I think she's around 7 or 8 years old. He has to pretend to be the dad to this young girl because she's trying to get into this really elite private school in Japan. and they need a father, an actual father, to represent the daughter onto this testing procedure. And the one who hires him is the mother of the daughter. So he has these two missions, one with a Japanese actor, and then pretending to be a long lost father of this little child who's trying to get into school. So if you are interested in both of these stories, you will really be interested in Rental Family. Running at 103 minutes, it's directed and co-written by Hikari. I was actually, Eric, you and I were talking about Brendan Fraser at the beginning. This feels like a form fit role for him. It just feels like a perfect type of role because he's naturally likable and charming, and you look at him and you feel like he's kind and empathetic, and these are the qualities you need to play this role of Philip. And as the story progresses, you see Philip, who is really focused on being an actor, he finds maybe purpose in actually dealing with people on a real basis. Real in a fantasy world because he's playing different characters, but he's actually doing a good service for these people. He's helping them move on with their lives or enhance their lives. And it's very interesting where Rental Family goes. There's an interesting twist that comes towards the end of Rental Family that I'm not going to give away that I found to be very cool. And it's a very touching movie. I almost got teary eyed a couple of times, and it's evocative, and the acting is very good. And I was not bored at all in its 103-minute runtime. So I'm giving Rental Family 4.5 stars. Really, really love Rental Family. It hits theaters on Friday, November 21st. If you're a fan of Brendan Fraser, see this. If you want a movie that'll possibly make you weep or shed some tears and make you feel good stuff, all that things, all the good things, give Rental Family a shot. Also, if you like Japan and you're interested in Tokyo when you want to see beautiful areas in Tokyo, Rental Family is also good visually as well. So again, 4.5 stars for me for Rental Family. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.